Hello all, welcome to Selenium Python Training Series. In this session, as part of PyTest, I'm going to explain and practically demonstrate about soft assertions in PyTest. So let's get started. What exactly are the soft assertions? In order to understand soft assertions, I need to compare the soft assertions with hard assertions which I have used in the sessions so far. Okay, in all the previous sessions, if anywhere I have used some assertions, those are hard assertions. Now in this session, I'm going to cover the soft assertions. To explain the soft assertions, I need to compare the soft assertions with the hard assertions. So let me compare the soft assertions with the hard assertions that we have used so far. On the left side, I'm writing hard assertions. Okay, these are the assertions I have used so far. In the previous sessions and all, wherever the assertions were used, those are the hard assertions. And on the right side, I'm using soft assertions. Okay, I'm writing soft assertions. So if I compare these hard assertions and soft assertions, you will be able to understand soft assertions. So hard assertions are the assertions when they fail, we'll stop the test there itself. Okay, let's say there is a test. Let's say this is a test and you are running this particular test and somewhere in the test, there is an assertion. Okay, somewhere during this is a code that I have written for performing this test, and one of this line, let's say this particular line, there is a hard assertion, and that hard assertion will do some verification, and that verification process has failed. Okay, something is not as expected, so this statement is going to fail the test, and when it fails, it will stop the test here itself. The remaining code which is coming after this statement, assertion statement which failed, will not be executed. This code will not be executed because this is hard assertion. Hard assertions are very strict, and once they fail, they will stop the code from execution. Okay, remaining code which is followed by the statement which has failed the hard assertion, right? The code will not be executed. Okay, no matter which code is there, it doesn't matter. All this code will not be executed. That is hard assertion. Unlikely. Okay, so coming to the soft assertions, they are completely different from the hard assertions, where if you repeat the same process, okay, there are some code in this particular test, and in one particular line you have used the soft assertion, and let's say the soft assertion during the verification process has failed. In that case, the execution will not stop here. The execution will not stop here. Even though this particular soft assertion is failing, the verification, some verification is being done by the soft assertion and that got failed. And even though it's failing, the code will not stop here. Even though this line fails, the code will not stop here. Remaining lines also will be executed. Okay, it will continue the execution of the remaining code of this particular test. This is what the soft assertions are. Okay, so hard assertions. Coming to the hard assertions, let's say in this particular test, if you have multiple assertions and all these assertions are hard assertions, if first assert, let's say this is assertion one, hard assertion one, the second one hard assertion two, this is hard assertion three. Let's say there are three verifications that you have to do as part of this test, or two or three verifications, whatever it is. When you run this particular test, if first hard assertion fails, then remaining two verifications will not be done. Okay, so remaining assertions will not be verified because the code will stop here itself, because this is a hard assertion. But coming to the soft assertion, if you have multiple soft assertions mentioned in this particular test, if the first soft assertion fails, it will fail this particular step, but the code will continue the execution, and remaining soft assertions, even though they are failing also, they will be verified. Okay, because the program will continue. In this case of soft assertions, you will get multiple results. Okay, multiple verification results you will get, but in hard assertions, if one of the assertion is failing, only that particular result you will get, and remaining assertion results will not get. So this is at a high level, the difference between the hard assertions and soft assertions. Now let me practically demonstrate these hard assertions and soft assertions. Okay, for that I'll switch to this PyCharm ID. Okay, I'm going to practically demonstrate this difference between the hard assertions and soft assertions. So these are some steps we are going to follow during the practical demonstration. I'll switch to this PyCharm ID, where we have this sample Python file. Inside the sample Python file, I'm going to create a test method. Let's say test, let's say Omayo or something. One name of the test method I'm giving. And here inside this, I'm going to write some Selenium automation code. Let's say, instead of writing Omayo, I'll write other application, that is tutorials ninja. I'll take this application as an example for this test. I'll open this application, that is tutorialsninja.com/demo application. So once you are on this application page, I want to verify the title of this page, okay? I want to check the title of this page. So first of all, to check the title of this page, first I have to open this browser, then open this application URL, maximize this browser window. And then after opening the application URL in the browser, I have to verify this title, right? So let me copy this URL and come back to this test. And here I'll write down WebDriver dot. In one of the previous session, I already have installed Selenium in this project. So hold the mouse on this WebDriver and import this from Selenium library. Now say WebDriver.Chrome. WebDriver.Chrome. And this will return you some driver. Now using this driver object reference, I'll maximize the browser window. Here, Chrome browser window got launched. Now here we have maximized the browser window. After that, I'll open the application URL. For that, I'll use some get command. In double quotes, I'll paste the application URL of this application. Once the application URL is open, now I will perform some verification, some assertion I'll perform where I'll retrieve this title and check whether this title is matching with the expected title or not. Okay, as part of this test, automation test, I am going to do that. For that, what is expected title? Expected title is equal to expected title is your store. In double quotes, give your store. This is the expected title. Okay. Now, what is actual title? How to get the actual title of this page? Using the automation script, how to get the title? Driver dot title. This will get you the title. Actual title. Now, expected title, that is actual title, which is retrieved using Selenium automation script from the application page, should match with whatever you are expecting. Okay. For that, I'll write some assertion. Assert actual title dot equals expected title. So this is an hard assertion. This is an example of an hard assertion. So if this assertion fails, the remaining steps will not be executed. So here, let's assume that this particular test not only has one verification or one assertion, I have multiple assertions. What I want to do next is, after verifying the title, I want to type some product name, valid product name, say HP into this search box field. So let's type HP into the search box field. I'll inspect the search box field and create a locator for this. It has name locator, copy this name locator and come back here and write down driver dot find element by dot. Okay, import this by from Selenium library and now say by dot name, comma, give that name locator of that particular search box field, and I'll type the product name into the search box field, send keys HP. Okay. After typing HP here, I would like to click on the search button, inspect the search button. So I need to create a locator for this button. So simply say Control F. I'll copy one of this class of this button and say double slash button contains. I am creating an XPath expression @ class, comma, in single quotes, give that one of the class of that particular button. Here still two elements are getting located. Two buttons are getting located. How to segregate that? Because they both have button LG. Maybe I'll take another one, button default, BT and hyphen default. Now only one button is getting located. That button is nothing but the search button. Okay. So copy this XPath expression for locating the search button. Now come back here and here write down driver dot find element by dot. Okay. XPath, give the XPath expression of that button. and say dot click. That's it. After entering HP text into this search box field, I'm clicking on the search button. Now, in the search results, I got this product. Okay, HP product got displayed in the search results. That's okay. So I want to verify this HP product in the search results, whether it got displayed or not. For that, I'll inspect this link, HP product link. It's a link text. Copy this text between the tags of the anchor tags, and here write down private dot find element by dot link text. Give that link text of that particular product. I would like to retrieve the text between the tags. Okay. Or I'll simply say driver dot find element by dot is displayed. Is displayed. Okay. If it is displayed, it will return true. Here I'll provide an assertion. Assert of is displayed. So if it returns true means this element got displayed on the page and the test will pass. If it is not displayed, if this product is not displayed, then assertion will fail. But here there are how many hard assertions in this particular test? Intentionally I created two hard assertions. One hard assertion here, another hard assertion here. So for example, your expected title is your store ABC. In this case, what will happen? The actual title will be only your store, and that actual title is not going to be equal to the expected title, and here hard assertion will fail. Here, verifying title is a simple thing, right? It's a simple thing. For that, we don't have to fail the entire test, right? Right? We don't have to stop the test from execution just because of you, the title is not matching. Here, the main intention of performing this test is to see whether the searched product is coming in the search results or not. This is a main assertion. This is not the main assertion. Verifying the title is very simple. Okay. Just because of this, if your test is failing means that's not a good approach. Okay. This is very simple assertion. It should not be a hard assertion. It should be a soft assertion instead. Okay. When you have multiple assertions and this is the main assertion and this is not the main assertion. This is a simple assertion. Okay. Whether it verification is failing or passing doesn't matter much. Okay. Still the test need to continue and this is the main assertion that need to get executed, but that is not going to happen because both are provided as hard assertion. This is hard assertion. This is not a hard assertion. Main assertion is a hard assertion and normal small check is also a hard assertion. In this case, what is the problem? When you run this test, if one of the first hard assertion fails, the test will stop there itself and the main assertion will not be verified. Okay. Only this will fail the test and the execution will stop here. This is the problem. You can see that now. Okay. I'll show you how that is done. Here I'll quit the browser after this driver dot quit. Now you know that this particular assertion is going to fail because intentionally I added ABC. So the expected title should be your store only, but I added ABC because that is assertion need to fail. When this assertion fails, the test will stop there itself because it's a hard assertion. Remaining steps will not be executed and the main assertion will not be checked. Okay. I'll go to this location of this project in my machine and run this from the command line. Go to the Explorer. Here's a project. I'll go inside the project. And here I'll select and type CMD. The command prompt will open from this project location. And here I'll type pytest. Okay, here I'll type pytest like VS or something. Okay, press enter. The test is running. Test tutorials in Java. Test method is running now. You see it got failed. It has not typed HP and it has not searched for the HP product, which was the main intention of creating the test. But the test got failed because of another assertion where, you know, the title of the page is not matching. Your store is not equal to your store ABC. Because of that, the test got failed. Remaining steps or the remaining assertion has not been executed because these two assertions are hard assertions, right? Hard assertions. Hope you understood the problem with the specifying all the hard assertions in the same test. Now, what I want to do here is instead of using these hard assertions in the same test, what if I convert this all the assertions into soft assertions and if anything fails, I would like to report that. Let's say I want to verify both of the tests. Both of these assertions I want to verify. Even though one assertion fails, it should verify the remaining assertion also. How that is possible? By converting these hard assertions into soft assertions, it is possible. So how to convert these hard assertions into soft assertions so that both of these assertions will be verified as part of the test? For that, we have to follow some process. That is, we have to install pytest-soft-assertions. Okay, we have to install this pytest software. By default, we don't get soft assertions in pytest. We have to explicitly install this pytest soft assertions. So for installing this, let's go to the terminal, and in the terminal type pip space install space pytest hyphen soft space assertions. Soft space assertions. It is assertions, not assertion, assertions. Okay, pytest soft assertion. Now press enter. pytest soft assertions will be installed in a while. So it got installed. Now similarly, go to select the sample project, click on file, click on settings. After that, select this project. Under the project, you will find this Python interpreter. Select that. After this loads, click on this plus icon and here search for pytest hyphen soft hyphen assertions here also, and select this and say install package. You see it got installed. Now, once it is installed, once the process is done, let's wait for the process to be completed here. So close this, say okay, that's it. So some process is going on. Let's wait for the process to be completed. Once the process is completed, once that particular got installed, okay, pytest-soft-assertions got installed. Now, what we have to do here is we have to use this particular flag while running the test from here. Now we are going to convert the hard assertions that are specified in the test into soft assertions by specifying this extra flag. After installing this, you can specify this extra flag hyphen hyphen soft hyphen asserts. Okay. So here I'll write down pytest hyphen vs space hyphen hyphen. 2 times you mention hyphen hyphen soft hyphen asserts. Okay, soft asserts. That means you're converting the hard assertions into soft asserts. Okay, by specifying this extra flag after installing this pytest soft assertions by specifying this extra flag, that is hyphen hyphen soft asserts. Hard assertions in the test will be getting converted into this both hard assertions will get converted into soft assertions. And if any of the assertion fails, the remaining assertion will be continued. Remaining steps will be executed. So I'll do one thing. I'll fail both the tests, both the assertions. Here, anyhow, your store should be there. I added ABC to fail this particular assertion. Even though this particular assertion fails, it has now been converted into soft assertions by providing this extra flag here. Okay. So even though it fails, the remaining code will be executed. And here, I'll also add ABC here also. The product name should be HPLP365, but I am adding ABC. So it will not be displayed and this assertion also will fail. Intentionally, I am failing 2 assertions. Both assertions will fail since they are now converted into soft assertions because of this extra, okay, extra flag. Okay, so we'll get both the results. Okay, the results, the verification results of both the assertions will come in the output. Press enter. The test will run. Okay, there is a problem here. That is soft asserts unrecognized argument. It is saying, let's find it out what's happening. So let's do one thing. Let's run the same command from the terminal instead of from the Windows command line. Let's run that from the terminal. Somehow it's not working from the Windows command line. The command pytest hyphen soft asserts is not working from Windows command line for me somehow. So let me run that from the terminal of this PyCharm ID. So I say pytest space hyphen soft hyphen asserts and press enter. So it's working now. You see, both the assertions were verified and you got a table here. In case of soft assertions, you got a table. You see, assert actual title is not matching. And also on the top of that, you got some other exceptions like no such element exception. That is because of this element ABC. Okay, HPLP3065 ABC element is not there. Only HPLP3065 will come. Intentionally, I was failing this assertion. So here it's clearly saying no such element, unable to locate element. Okay, this ABC. So we got 2 assertions. So here this assertion got converted into the soft assertions and hence. So this is how we have to convert the hard assertions into the soft assertions just by providing this flag while running. That is, we just need to provide this flag, that is --soft-asserts flag. Okay. And that too, you have to run this command from the terminal. Okay. Not from the Windows command prompt. It is not working from the prompt. So better to run this from the PyCharm ID's terminal itself. Okay. After installing this pytest-soft-assertions, you have to run this so that you see all the assertions. If you have multiple assertions, just because one assertion is failing, the test will not stop there itself. Rather, all the assertions will be verified because they got converted into the soft assertions. Okay. So we'll get the results of all these assertions in the results because of the soft assertions. So guys, you understood how to use soft assertions in PyTest. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.